Hi guys, what's up? It's Anastasia, and I'm making a video for you guys, and I'm positive you've seen this video circling around the internet for so many times. I am not the first person ever to make this video, but it's Draw My Life, and I'm drawing from the time I was born to the age I am now, which is 18, so it's just more to touch base with you guys. And here I'm drawing a baby picture of me because I'm actually the youngest child in my family. My life starts here in Texas, Lubbock, Texas to be specific, and I was born and raised here. I never moved away until I made the trip to Levelland. Now Lubbock, Texas is home of the Red Raiders, so guns up, and that is the university that is in Lubbock. So here I'm drawing another picture of me and my family, and here's me with brown hair. I'm standing next to my mom, and there's a picture of my dad. And as you can start to notice that my mom, she has black hair, and as well does my dad. So I was the only one with brown hair. So here I am. These are actually my two older brothers, and well, whenever I say they're older, I mean they are older, like they're 19 and 15 years age difference. Then that's how I feel like I look compared to how big they are. And as growing up through my life, I felt like I was an outcast because I was the only person in my family to ever have brown hair, and everyone else had naturally black hair. Like every person I saw, from family get-together to a quinceañera, to a family cookout in the backyard, every person I saw had naturally black hair, or if they had their hair dyed, I would see their roots were black while I was sitting there with natural brown hair. So right here is whenever my school life actually started. I went to a private school called Christ the King, and it was a Catholic private school, and I was there from pre-K 3 to 5th grade. And we had to wear these dreaded uniforms, which were red collared shirts, and the guys had a choice of either shorts or unisex pants, while girls chose a skirt or the unisex pants. And those unisex pants should only be meant for boys because they were not at all meant for a girl. And so I just chose the skirt because the shorts were meant for spring only, so they were for like a limited time. Girls had to wear knee-high socks, and we either chose white or black shoes. Now the guys, on the other hand, they can choose between the pants or the shorts, but it was usually pants because we had to wear those for the entire season, while shorts were given very specifically. We had to wear shirts tucked in with a belt, and if you had neither of these items, you were either sent home or you could not go and play recess, so you had to stay in the lunchroom with a teacher watching you while all your friends were out playing on the playground. Okay, so here comes the winter of my 5th grade year, and I actually left Christ the King, my private school, and I went to Parsons Elementary, and it was a public school, and that meant no dress code, which I was happy about, but that was all my closet pretty much was just a uniform. And I also got out of school early, but that meant I had to lose some friends. Middle school, I went to Evans, and I was an Evans Eagle from 6th to 8th grade. My 8th grade year was actually a really rough and disappointing year. That there was rumors, lies. I was really scared, but most of all, I was alone that entire year. Now, that's whenever my depression and my anxiety hit me, and I was upset most of these days. I would be going home, and whenever I get home, I just curl up in my bed and I would stay there for hours upon hours. So there I am, just going through the entire time, and breakfast would come. I would smell the breakfast my family would be making for me, but I didn't eat it. Lunch came along, and we had really decent food. Like we had pizza order from like Pizza Hut and all that, but I didn't even eat lunch. Dinner, I would come home, I would lay in bed, and my mom would be working so hard on this food. I would go to the dinner table and I didn't eat. So I started out the year at 90 pounds, and as time went on, I went to 85 to 80 till 75 pounds was the weight I got when I was done. So starting on to my freshman year, that I started going to Monterey High School, and that is one of the larger high schools here in Lubbock, Texas. I think the two largest high schools are Monterey and Lubbock High, specifically because they are the biggest rivals that I have ever seen, except for the fact that Lubbock Independent School District and Wolfforth, which is Friendship, that they are also big competitors as well. I was in tennis and art, and my freshman year was whenever I created my YouTube channel, and that's whenever I made that Stop Bullying video, and that's whenever my thoughts and ideas came to life from my 8th grade year of my experiences. Now, my sophomore year in high school, I was still in tennis. I played tennis all the years in high school, as well as I was in all AP classes my sophomore year, and I was really stressed out around this time frame. Now, November of my sophomore year, that I was crushing hard on this one guy, and I just really liked him. So November 7th of 2013 was a tennis tournament that we had against Friendship High School, so it was Monterey versus Friendship. And that's whenever I went from being single to in a relationship, and I was really happy because this was my very first relationship, my first boyfriend, and I was sincerely happy. Like, it felt like sparks were flying, and I just couldn't stop smiling most days because he was so nice and he made me happy. Now, continuing on to my junior year, you can't see it, but I was still madly in love. There was, of course, some bumps in the road, but we were still happy. We were still going strong. And, of course, you guessed it, I'm still in tennis, but I also joined Color Guard, which is a form of marching band. And so I was on that football field every single Friday night, whether I was in town or not in town. I was usually in Lubbock or at out-of-town games, so it would be Monterey versus Friendship, Lubbock High, Coronado, or random schools I didn't even know about, and it was across the state of Texas. And on homecoming night, you probably know this from my first video ever created, but I was talking about a mum, so that's what I'm drawing right now, and it's like a really poor drawing of what a mum looks like. But I was with my boyfriend, but it was on November 7th of 2014, and that's whenever we met our 1 year. And like I said, I was on the football field, and it was on a Friday, so I had to go to this that night. I couldn't celebrate our 1 year, but whenever I tossed the flag in the air, it came down and it hit me in the head, and I was in shock. I was bleeding, and those beautiful brown eyes that everyone told me I had, well, I actually had a black eye. So I had purple, green, yellow, every color I could pretty much see in the rainbow, and it popped a blood vessel, so my eye was also red. So that night, I tried to make myself look as beautiful as I could because I was trying to keep my black eye from being distraction. So I wore the most girliest outfit I could possibly find. I straightened my hair, and I wore my favorite brown boots. And so here I go, November 8th, we were celebrating our 1 year, and right here, let's just fast forward a little bit so we can actually see what's going on with my life down the road. So January 6th of 2015, I actually went through a breakup, and it was very saddening because he was my first boyfriend, my first kiss, and my first heartbreak, and I was so sad. But spring break of 2015 is whenever my life actually started to pick up. I wasn't as depressed anymore, so I got on an airplane, I left the United States, and I went to Paris, more specifically just Europe, because I went to other places in Paris. So I started out in Paris for a few days, went to Switzerland, climbed this place called Mount Titlis, and I was around 10,000 to 11,000 feet in the air. from there went to Italy, and whoever says Italy pizza is good, they're not, because it was just like eating a cracker with tomato paste on it. And then we went straight back to Paris right after that was over. It was over a course of 2 weeks, and there's a picture of the Eiffel Tower right there. And right here I'm talking about my senior year, of course, still in tennis and in marching band. I actually quit marching band in December because it just got too much drama for me. I just could not handle it anymore. And so here I am with this crowd of friends that I walked into this senior year with, and I had so many friends, or so I thought, because drama erupted, a bunch of hate and rumors were started. And more I realized that friends were just plucking out of my life, just so many. And there was that one friend, and I pretty much owe my life to him. He's the one that helped me get through that entire year, and his name is Andrew Perez, and he is my absolute best friend, and he was the greatest person ever. And here's my friend Ian as well. So here I am, and I actually graduated my senior year. It went through a lot of hardships, but I got through the year. Another thing I did not explain in this, well, I got a job my senior year, and it was at a place called Happy's, and it was bubble teas and shaved ice that we sold, so pretty much smoothies, and I worked there from February to July, and let's just say I was very happy about working there, but I had to move away because I'm going to school here at SPC, and that is all the way in Levelland, so I could not make that trip to go back and forth for this job, and I was very upset. So May 2nd of 2016, I turned 18 years old. And May 3rd, I actually walked into a tattoo parlor and didn't get one but 2 tattoos. I got arrows on the back of my neck, and those were for my mom. And I got this fishing hook tattoo, and it's on my ribs, and it's for my dad. So there you can see the tattoo I got for my mom, and that's 18 years of my life. So thanks for watching, guys. There's more videos to come on my YouTube channel, so if you would like to be, subscribe, and thank you.